Okay, moving on is step number 5. Get familiar with basic label reading. Now, not reading labels and continuing to eat foods with high FODMAP ingredients is bad. FODMAPs can hide in sneaky places, and small amounts, when eaten regularly, can prevent symptom relief. So I want to give you a couple of practical tips here now, and also an example. Okay, so tip number 1, know which foods do not contain FODMAPs. I want to reiterate what I said before about the free foods. So fresh meat, chicken, fish, eggs, they all don't contain any FODMAPs. So remember that. Butter, margarine, fats, and oils, they also don't contain hardly any carbs, if at all. Therefore, they don't contain any FODMAPs. Note though, with the meat, for example, check any flavors or marinades because they may very well have FODMAPs. For example, chicken is often marinated with something that contains garlic. So therefore, the chicken would now be high FODMAP because of its marinade, not because of the chicken. Tip number 2, forget about the front of the box and turn over to the ingredients list. Okay, ingredients are listed in descending order from largest to smallest. So ingredients to look out for, in particular, are inulin, chicory, vegetable fiber, fruit juice, fruit fiber, fructooligosaccharides, high fructose corn syrup, osmalt, xylitol, sorbitol, mannitol, erythritol, garlic and onion powder, and honey and agave syrup, to name a few. Tip number 3, shop the perimeter. So whole, unprocessed foods that don't have an ingredients list or with the shorter ingredients lists are often easier to navigate when you're first starting out with a diet. For example, the ingredients in plain rice or quinoa reads ingredients rice or ingredients quinoa. Super simple to determine if it's low or high FODMAP. An example here. Okay, so we have 2 different types of Doritos. One is plain corn Doritos and the other one is nacho cheese. So if we go to the left first, you can see the ingredients here below the picture. Ingredients: corn, vegetable oil, and in the vegetable oil there is corn, canola, and or sunflower oil, and salt. So there's no high FODMAP ingredients here. Corn chips are in fact low FODMAP to about 50 grams, or one very small packet. On the right, though, we have a product that is even more highly processed and therefore has a lot of ingredients. So what I'm saying is it's very likely that products like this are going to have some high FODMAP ingredients in there. And if you eat them, you're going to exceed your threshold and you're going to get symptoms. So if we just go through, I'm not going to read them all, but you can see that what I've underlined in red. So you've got like wheat flour. In the cheddar cheese is milk that's got lactose in it. That's a FODMAP. Buttermilk, part skim cow's milk, whey protein concentrate. That is that contains lactose. Onion powder, definitely high FODMAP. And even here it lists lactose. That's a FODMAP itself. Spices usually contain onion or garlic or both. Garlic powder, skim milk, yeah, high FODMAP. So you can see going for the more simple foods in the beginning when you're learning about all this.